Chris Brown concert, right? Yeah. What are you doing if your girl goes on stage and she's like, oh my God, it's Chris. He choking her out. They boom, boom, bam, 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 bam. Grinding. All on stage. It's popping.
So I'm going to speak for me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to speak for just the normal average person who's not famous.
Yeah.
If it's me, you're done. Like Paul Pierce, you're not embarrassing me. But I'm just talking about for Ray in the hood, you got to swallow that, my nigga. And just think she's like, look, I'm famous now. Like, Ray, you got to go home and be like, you was on stage with Chris Brown. Like, yeah, Ray, if your girl went up there, Demetrius, like the homies in the hood, that your girl got put on stage and Chris Brown, you better flick up and put it on Instagram. You flick up and put it on Instagram and you keep it pushing like, this is still my girl because you didn't go home with him. But for me, that's more public embarrassment because now it's like Paul Pierce's girl was like Chris was doing that. So now that's going to be on the blogs. That's going to be in discussions. But
yeah, but what if you had a private relationship, people didn't know it was your girl? Would it still bother you?
Yeah, they going to know that's my girl.
No, what if people did not know?
They're going to know.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say.
I'm not like walking around like people know who Paul Pierce is and they going to like once he like show everybody like that's his girl, they going to be like, oh, that's P girl. Like that's tricky, P. Now my DMs is going to be now, I'm going to be walking down, yo girl, Chris Brown. No, but the homie who was down the street, you just like, you take flick up and you go on Instagram and be like, yeah, she was on stage with Chris Brown. She cracking now. She can create an OnlyFans and make y'all millions.
Chris Brown. So this is what I'm going to say. I never been like a starstruck type of person, but regardless, if I have a man, Chris Brown is not calling me up on stage to grind on him. I think that I don't care. I don't believe in like celebrity passes because if I have a celebrity crush, I could with him. So I'm not about to have like no passes for any type of man because that's crazy. Like, I just think that if I was in a relationship, whether it was with someone who was famous or unfamous, it's the respect thing as a woman. Like, you do not disrespect your man in that way. And that is an embarrassment because if a man did that to a woman, she would be so traumatized by that and she would never be the same.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Hang on.
Yeah. If Sabrina Carpenter brought up your man and did that, the girl would not be.
No,
okay.
honestly, like I'm fine with that. Like if my man had a crush on Megan Fox and she was in town and it was the same, go for it. That's Megan Fox. Chris Brown, you're not gonna not have me get the opportunity of getting grinded on by Chris Brown. Like what?
Monica, respectfully, I would not ever date you.
What? Why do all my guy friends say that too? What the hell?
It's not just that
it's
these women.
Chris Brown.
It's not just these women are paying $1,200 for a photo op with Chris Brown and using their boyfriend's money to do it in almost every case. It's the fact that this dude beat the living.
He could hit me any day.
He beat the living.
No, girl, we are not gonna.
He beat the living out of Rihanna, and these women are so. Remember what I said about morality is surplus to attraction? He beat the crap out of Rihanna, and more women found him attractive. No, I'm not. Chris Brown, live your life. You girls want to go on stage? That's fine. I will never ever date a girl who went on stage with Chris Brown. Took a picture with him ever. There's no way, and I don't think any other guy should too. Because
where do you draw the line?
Huh?
Where do you draw the line?
What do you mean?
Women
okay,
beater.
So
what if it's a different celebrity who's never beat anybody?
Huh?
What if it was a different celebrity who's never beat anybody that fits all your morality?
No, it's just here's the problem. It's not. You guys understand? It's not anger. It's just math. What happens is if you require that level of stimulus, then that means if we're dating. So I call it the Chris Brown meter. If you're dating a girl, what is the likelihood she would respond to Chris Brown? A message her. If the likelihood is high, you know what is also likely? That she will cheat. If the likelihood is low, you know what is also likely? She has that's a low stimulus woman who's happy. Let's watch Netflix together. Let's watch TV. Go ahead.
Why do you think is it just the Chris Brown?
No,
going
it's
into the
anybody.
DMs?
It's Chris Brown. It's Tyga. It's Drake.
Okay.
It's whoever. Yeah.
So Chris Brown is like not. It's not.
It's just Chris Brown is like quite singularly the most toxic of all of them. But yes.
Question for you.
Do you remember? He's Chris Brown.
You guys know what hall passes. Everyone knows what a hall pass is.
Yeah.
Everyone's like in their marriage, like I want to pick this person. I ever get a chance. I feel like that's going to end up dying because with Instagram and social media, like it's more likely that people will be in DMs of a hot girl of like a famous person nowadays. So I feel like hall passes are gonna like, because like the whole reason why a hall pass is like done is because like if you can pull this person, I guess.
Yeah, but
now it's more common that you
no, hold on. If you have a hot girlfriend and you give her a hall pass, she's just gonna use it.
Right.
There's literally like if you're a hot girl, if you're a
pass.
hot girl and you're like, yeah, what's my hall pass? Michael B. Jordan. You can Michael B. Jordan. I'm not
nowadays,
kidding.
but
Michael
back
B. Jordan is
when this was
liking
made.
all these IG models posts. So there's no female hall pass. That's like that's
no. I'm just
it's
talking
a
about
one-sided hall
Yes,
pass. It's a
my
one-sided.
point.
For the
I'm just
majority of couples, it's a one-sided
Yes.
hall pass.
I'm talking about like back in the day before there was like major social media. There was a lot of people that were doing hall passes.
Agreed.
But now I feel like it's not going to be a thing because now it's coming to fruition. Like it actually can happen.
Yes,
real.
But it
Because
can only
now-
happen for the girl.
No, okay, so
Like,
there's
if my
there's-
hall pass was Megan Fox, it's not gonna happen.
The likelihood.
so there's a way around that.
I believe in you.
There's so
Thanks.
I would
Here's
Megan
the
Fox.
thing,
That would be the one girl that I would have a threesome with.
if you can't like shoot for
That's all
the
it
stars
takes.
quite literally, then the hall pass needs to be like lower and obtainable to match that same energy. So like men, you're not going to get Megan Fox.
You're
but
gonna get her
maybe-
best friend.
Yeah, or maybe you're gonna get like the hottest bottle service girl in your major city, whatever. Then it just you lower that hall pass.
I see what you're saying.
I
That makes
would
sense
want
as well.
Equal.
I would want the man I'm dating personally to be upset if I did
Equity.
some terrible.
Thank you. This is
I
crazy.
agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I
I don't. I had that.
I
I
was
was
agreeing
saying
with you,
that
by the way.
Yeah.
for
I was
that
agreeing with you.
lifestyle.
Unless he really
I don't
doesn't
get
like
it.
me.
It's
Again,
equity,
it's not.
quality.
It's not.
equity on
Yeah,
the
So
hall pass.
but
it's partially what Paul Pierce said about being embarrassed, but it's like this is not a good match. So Ray and Pookie, like he's talking about right there, they are also more likely to get cheated on because their girl can get more stimulus from other men, and social media allows that do you understand? This is crazy. I just want you to consider the Queen of England, Kim Kardashian, and you get the same Instagram feed. Isn't it wild? It's like the level of stimulus that extremely wealthy people or extremely famous people get is the exact same level of stimulus that you get when you open your phone. So the fact is that they can get that level of stimulus and then meet up with all these people. Now you can too as a woman. And so as a man, I'm supposed to be fine with you going on stage with Chris Brown. You can tell me all you want about how you didn't go home with him. You would have. There's not a single. Let me say this. There's not a single woman who paid $1,200 to take a picture with Chris Brown that would not have had sex with him. Not one.
Well, also, you got to remember that girl is also famous. She already dated someone who was famous.
Who? The girl that was on stage?
Yeah, she's famous.
Sure, I'm fine. Again,
Yeah.
I'm not. If you want to
planned
go
that.
on stage with Chris Brown, that's fine.
That was
My
a
point is,
planned thing.
Men should not want, men should say, this is a very, very low probability for you to make a relationship work with a woman who needs that much stimulus. That's correct. And then on top
Well,
of the
wouldn't
fact
they be
So
like,
for-
hey, my girl's so bad that Chris Brown wants her? Is
So-
that not a
but
thing?
it's
That's
not-
like
that's
a
not-
status thing, though. So like what that guy is talking
that's
about
called
this
being.
entire
That's
time.
called being a. No.
is
Oh,
status.
those are the men I'm into,
Yes.
I guess.
So like he's like, no, I'm somebody, so I
Incarcerated
can't
cuck.
have my woman on
Incarcerated
video
cucks.
like that. He's like, but if you're Ray from the hood, monetize that. So he's talking about status. Ray is nobody.
Any self-respecting
So,
man
you-
that wouldn't allow.
Yeah, but what
Yeah,
Sartain is
no.
talking about is loyalty.
Yeah.
What he's talking about is
Yes.
loyalty,
Doesn't
because if
matter
she'll
about the
do that on
status.
stage,
Yeah.
she'll cheat on you with another dude as well.
Of
I
course.
like what you mentioned about you call it the Chris Brown meter test. So like I guess because we live in like worlds that overshadow each other.
Yes.
So like as a promoter, we call it like the stage test.
Yes.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Look,
Like,
so-
so
look,
in a
I already
nightclub.
know. I talk about
I
this
love
point.
what you just said.
No,
You said
here's the stage test. You walk up with your girl, and the host comes up and goes, "Hey, she can come up, you can't go up." This is the stage test. Does she go up without you? If she goes up
Correct.
without you, I understand, guys. It's my girl's
Oh, yeah,
birthday.
no, I'm
That's not
so
your
bad.
girlfriend.
I want to have a
That's
good
not your
time.
girlfriend.
Your girl will be in a suite with a DJ later on that night, and you will be up waiting for her. And you can tell me all that I'm wrong. And Michael, you're so insecure and so possessive.
But what if
This
she
is
turns
why-
around and says,
and this
let
is
me
why
get
I
a
don't bring
selfie
men
and I'll
to
be
the
right
club.
back?
Maybe it's
Fine.
better I'm single because like I would definitely leave my name.
What if
Maybe
the girl
it's better
said,
I'm single.
I
I would
just want
definitely
a
go.
selfie. I just want a selfie and I'll come
Okay,
back in 30 seconds.
it's fine if you bumped into Chris Brown somewhere and took a
No,
selfie.
it would
That's
never
fine.
be Chris Brown.
No, I'm talking about the stage test. So the girl's brought up, it's her favorite DJ. She goes, babe, I just want to get a selfie and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
But
Is that
if you
okay?
come back in 2 minutes, that's fine. But while
especially if you got permission,
the 2 minutes turns into an hour.
During that 2 minutes, I'm like already calling the attorney. I'm like, and then you come back, and then we're good. But like because the thing is, I'm not telling you this because I'm a victim of it. I'm telling you this, and Norman is telling you this because we're on stage separating couples all the time. I can't tell you how many times I have had a couple, like a girl come up, be like, "Hey, coming up, can I come and bring my boyfriend?" I'm like, "Sorry, you can't." And then the girl shows up anyway. Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird how that works? I'm not telling you this. I'm telling you this because I'm part of the problem. This is a real thing. And so what I would tell you guys is, how much stimulus does she need without you? This is
gold, guys.
If her idea is of a 10 out of 10 night is you ordering food, whatever animals you guys have, Netflix, cuddling together, if that's 10 out of 10 night, you got a chance. If 10 out of 10 for night for her is without you at Coachella, at Burning Man, at Rise Festival, in Dubai, in Ibiza, at Art Basel, without you.
What if it's both of them though? What if I think both of them are 10 out of 10?
I mean, I just still think you are. Then you're gonna have a happy relationship.
Are you familiar with the concept called cognitive dissonance?
No, I'm not. Can you educate me, please? Maybe that's what I have.
That's when you hold two conflicting concepts in your head.
Because it's way better to go to club with your girls and not your man, but it's way better to Netflix and chill with your man than your girls.
Right. But what I need though is for you to Netflix and chill with me, and then also not cheat on me.
Yeah, I'm not. Right. I mean, like, going up to Chris Brown and having him dance on you in front of everybody, I don't see us cheating personally.
Again, that's not the point. The point is, if he wanted to, you
I would fold.
Have sex with him.
I would fold.
That's the point. You're missing it, which is also the problem with what Jessica is saying before. She's enjoying sex with other men. And those men, this is the worst part. They're
Chris
enjoying sex
Brown,
with her, and we're supposed to be fine with it. And then you're like, it's Chris Brown. Though.
It's Chris. But here's the thing, I would never f- Chris Brown though.
Okay, I can. Okay,
but it goes both ways.
Go ahead.
Also,
grab the mic, honey.
If the person I was dating passed up an opportunity to hook up with Megan Fox,
I would be mad at them. I would be mad at them because why are you not hooking up with Megan Fox?
Would you hook up with Megan Fox?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, and so would she. The point. That's what makes it a little different.
I would be jealous that I didn't Megan Fox.
Okay, so again, everything I just said is moot if the guy is bisexual. Everything I just said is moot if the girl is bisexual. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the 95% of heterosexual relationships that are out there. This is again, it is not the problem if you going on stage. Well, it is probably you going on stage. It depends. You're giving money to a woman beater. That's part of the problem. But the other part of the problem is, regardless of whether or not she didn't go home with him. Yeah, because he is too busy other women to even take time to go home with you, and you would have had sex with him. That is not an acceptable background for a relationship. Sorry.
I'd be like, can I invite my boyfriend to your suite with all
and he'd be
20
like,
other
no.
people?
Yeah, no.
He'd be
How about
no? Take it down.
There's a lot of good tests in Vegas, and that's a really strong.
There's another one.
The
other one was the Dre's test. You walk up to Dre's, and the girls go in, and the guys, their boyfriends have to stay outside.